How you can't make this thing wider? We're live, guys. Oh shoot, what is this? At least 1 minute videos. Highlights, okay. Anyways. Live and direct, SM Painting, Chico's favorite painter. You know who it is. So I'm over at this job. We're about to, this is the job that I painted the cabinet. Cabinet came out beautiful. Best work done in Chico. You know how that goes. We're at Marty's house. So Marty talks a lot of stuff. So if he jumps in, just know that's who it is. So we're gonna paint this bathroom. So I just threw the live on. You're probably not gonna learn nothing. Just see what I do. Drink coffee. Marty gave me some coffee. He put some cinnamon in it. Says that it's supposed to be good for you, but who knows? His name's Martin. I don't know why he goes by Marty, but it is what it is. It's strong black coffee, man. Believe me. All right, so where's the paint at? Paint got left in the hallway. So today we are using Sherwin-Williams Super Paint Interior Satin. The bathroom's going back the same color, just a lot. Another company painted this when he first bought it. I don't want to disclose who that was because they did a horrible job. And then Marty always has to remodel everything, so he's already remodeled the whole house. And then he remodeled the bathroom. The master bathroom came out really nice. Of course, I did the cabinets and the walls, so that's why it came out nice. So now he's doing the hallway bathroom, which is this one. And like I said, I did the cabinets. I'll show you in a minute. Plus there'll be videos uploaded to the channel. So I also did, you can see them on there. But anyways, that's what it is. So when you're putting in, when you're gonna paint a bathroom, or when you're gonna paint anything, what I like to do is I like to get a small little weedy roller like this, okay? And I'll go through and cut the whole bathroom in first with a weenie roller and a 3-inch angle brush. And then as I'm cutting in, I'll roll out the corners, atop of door jambs and stuff like that. That way when I come back with my 9-inch roller, I'm not struggling trying to get into those small areas, okay? Also, homeowners, when you guys are gonna pour out your paint, make sure you always pour from the back, okay? Because if you don't use it and you put it in your garage, 3 years from now, you don't have a bunch of paint covering this and you remember what you had, okay? So pour off from the back. Once you pour off, get your brush or your weenie roller and wipe it down, okay? Make sure you always have a rag with you, a wet rag, which I don't. Let's see if Marty's, I don't know how to turn on this. Oh, shoot. Anyways. So I don't know if you can see that tub, but this guy got the most fanciest stuff in the world. Let me see. Look at that tub. That hardware is serious business. Believe me, serious business. Anyways, he ripped out the old stuff that was original to the house. He ripped it out because that's what he does. And had this amazing tile put in a brand new bathtub. Probably doesn't even need, or he'll probably never use either. Look at these door handles. I don't know if you ever heard of Baldwin, but that's Baldwin. That's pretty nice. Solid stuff. The guy only wants the best, believe me. Okay, let's do it. You might see over here, I don't know if you can see over there, let me see. Yeah, you see those patches on the wall? So there's some pretty rough patchwork that happened right there. So I ended up getting some mud, washed it out, floated over it. I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna come back and texture it. Okay. So anyways, guys, this is all going back, same color, same white, ceiling and walls are going the same. Okay. So I just like to, when you use Weenie roller or any roller at that, you're gonna use a 2.5 gallon bucket. It's called the Deuce, or two. Yeah, I think it's 2.5. You're gonna use a roller grid, which is this thing right here. Okay. Don't let them buy you that pan crap, because at the end of the day, if you don't get done with your project, what happens is you have to try to pour all that paint back in that 1 gallon bucket, and it gets all over and makes a mess. Okay. In this case, if you're gonna come back to it, you don't finish the job, you're gonna come back to it. All you need to do is get your roller a little bit wet with some paint, put plastic over the top, seal it with tape, and it's good for at least 24 hours. So the next day you can rip it off and go right back to work instead of having to wash it out and doing all that crazy stuff, okay? Make sure you have your rag with you, as I do, wet rag, perfect, and your brush, okay? So what I like to do first is I like to get my roller, and this is not the same color. So it's going to be a little bit different, but it's the same color I got painted in the other bathroom. It's a little bit off. Okay, but anyways, I like to put this right here. But let me give you an example. If I was gonna cut this in, like this wall, let's say I was gonna paint this wall only, and not the ceiling, I get my Weenie roller, I put a lot of paint on it, I go just like this, I get real close up to the ceiling without touching it, then I get my brush, and I come back and cut the line. And the reason I do that is because you can only get so much paint out of your brush, or for your brush to hold. So you can only paint probably like one foot sections. If you use a Weenie roller and you get the whole surface wet, then you can bring your brush and you can drag it as far as you can reach. So I got about a 3 foot reach, and I could drag it all the way through. So it makes it more faster, you know? Okay, so like the brush would be another thing for a good situation is like this. Okay, something close to the towel that was placed in here. Okay, just like that. Plant a little tree right here, a little river right here. Now it's Bob Ross. I can't compete with him. Anyways, you guys know who Bob Ross is? Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Bob Ross. People have been asking, Sergio, where you been at? Why haven't you been posting anything? Well, guys, the truth is, I've been off social media because I'm doing this, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, I'm just not on social media. It's just too much work to be on social media. Social media becomes overwhelming. So we'll get this bathroom painted up. Then we'll put one coat on it right now at least. We'll put one coat on this bathroom, and then I'll go do an estimate. I got an estimate I got to do at 11:30. We'll do that estimate. That will give this enough time to dry. Come back, put the second coat on, and bam. Oh, and I got to reassemble the cabinet doors and drawers. Put all that stuff back together. And make this place look great. As soon as that hot mud dries up, I'm going to wash out those patches. I'll throw a little texture on them. Make it look good. You know what they say, Leave it better than you found it. And that's a fact. That's a fact that it's in painting. We leave it better than we find it. Okay? At least we try. Try our best. That sometimes gets you in trouble because you start fixing all kind of crazy stuff.
Hey, good morning, how's it going?
This morning, can you hear?
Good. Sorry, I'm eating in your ear, I can't do breakfast. I think you have all the answers now, right?
Holy smokes, this bed. So Marty lives in a really nice neighborhood, like a really nice neighborhood. But I'm looking out this bathroom window, and the next door neighbor, they don't take care of their house at all, and it kind of makes it look like he's living in the ghetto. I'm gonna show you right now. Take a peek at the next door neighbor's house. I think they just have the house. They don't live there or something. Something odd. Check this out. These people need to cut their grass. Perfect. What kind of coffee do you drink? Careful with those cabinets. This place looks great, dude. So. Listen to Marty, be always talking smack. He's cussing somebody out in the background.
There it is. Anyway, the reason for the pool was I like the adjusting entries all posted. And that's very clever. And we could post them, and then I'd like to run a general ledger recap. Have you run a recap? buzz me when you're there. Okay, thanks. What? Is that okay? Yeah.
This was all textured, this whole wall. I'm not gonna prime it, who cares? Not really. I already primed it. I primed it before the tile guys came in. Because if I didn't prime it before the tile guys came in, when they go to wipe with their red sponge, it would have wiped all the tile away. Or I mean all the texture away. So I had to come in primer prior to these guys showing up. So just remember that if you're gonna do a bathroom remodel and you have any texture work going on, make sure after you do the texture work and before you do the tile that you seal the drywall texture. If not, when you wipe it with your sponge, it'll wipe all your texture away and then you're gonna be in a bad situation. So make sure you don't do that. So look what I'm showing you. Look what I'm doing. So I get my roller, I get it wet, okay, and I roll. Look how far I can roll down, okay. I can go all the way. I can 3 feet at least, okay, maybe even 4 feet, okay. And then I can get my brush.
Okay.
And listen, let me tell you guys something. When you guys paint with the brush, look how much paint is on my brush. You see how it only comes down so far? You don't put your paint down to this metal. Because if you do, I'll fire you, okay? You're fired. You only need a little bit, okay? So anyway. So now, I put a little paint on my brush. And with the wet paint that's still on the wall, I can work the paint and I can move down a lot farther without having to dip my paintbrush over and over and over and over. Because I use the existing paint that's on the wall from that weenie roller and it lets me work that paint in. And it looks great, okay? And for those individuals that have an opinion, save it. I had a guy the other day come and try to tell me, leave a comment, said something, I think that's a bad idea. But thank God your thoughts aren't what the actual results are. I went and checked his channel. The guy doesn't have no videos. He's not even a painter, but he's gonna give advice. It's like, come on, bro. It's one thing if you know what you're doing, but just giving. So like when you come to small spots, next to in between the door jamb, man, all kind of mud on this door jamb, not good. In between the door jamb and the wall, still with the wiener roller. You can't get your 9-inch roller in there, so you paint it with the wiener roller. So then when you come to paint, you don't have to worry about this. It's already done. You hear more of these TV shows? Still watches the black and white ones. Makes him feel like a kid again. So if you're gonna repaint the baseboard, which I am, don't worry about cutting it in. You know, doing a fine line, you can paint over the base a little bit. You don't want to do too much, but just a little bit over the base. Because once it's dry, you're gonna paint over it anyways your other color. So, and no white paint on your pants. Make sure you use your wet rag. Keep your hands clean, okay, presentable. Customer comes in, they don't want to see you with paint all over the place. And the reason why is because it makes them nervous. Like, damn, look at this guy. There's paint all over him, you know. You see this paint all over my shirt? Yeah, I probably shouldn't be like that, but you know, just keep your surface, keep your areas clean, keep things looking good. Okay. Make sure you watch out for the ladder. Don't be bumping stuff. Don't be bumping the brand new cabinets. Don't forget. Okay. Make sure you always take off the switch plates and paint behind them, okay? Don't paint around them, paint behind them. Okay, that's the right way. The contractor that did this remodel, or did all this remodel, remodeled the kitchen, remodeled the bathroom, but the contractor that did the remodels, I'll tell you what, man, that's the best work you can get in Chico from a contractor. This guy is good. Marty don't like be giving his information out, but the guy's name's Russ Smith. He's a great contractor. Marty hates sharing him. I would turn the camera this way, but I don't want to be getting more. You might not want to be put on camera. So I got to keep it the way it is, guys. Sorry. That was probably a customer calling. Trying to mess up my live view, my live stream. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy, lemon squeezy. Oh, you know what? It's a situation. Let's fix the camera. Who called? Scam call. See? And roll around. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, bird up, boom, bird up. Wing roll is good for rolling behind the toilet. Getting these small areas. Perfect for this. Now if I didn't have that wing roll, I'd have to go get one. See? Perfect. Well, you can't see, but you can hear. You hear what I'm saying. You hear it when I'm throwing down. always do this. Let me tell you, give you some advice. When you're working, when you're doing something, always look around. Like, make sure that your head is on a swivel, so you can see if there's something that you missed or something that needs to be fixed, or just always keep your head on a swivel. Smoke cigarettes. Straight line. When you're painting over a bathtub, okay, especially a new bathtub, don't put your ladder in there, man. Never put your ladder in the bathtub. One time I seen this happen, this situation happen. They put this, I don't know, porcelain bathtub or something, but someone someone dropped a drill inside of it and it chipped it. So the bathroom refinisher guy, I don't know if you guys remember, he has that big old beard. Anyways, he came and he had to fill that spot like a bondo of some sort and then respray it, and it cost hella money. I don't know what I was saying. Anyways, it'll cost a lot of money to damage brand new bathtub. Any bathtub, a lot of money to damage brand new bathtub. Any bathtub you damage, it's gonna cost me a lot of money to fix. So don't do it. my bad, son. Pull this down. Is this stuck there? I guess it is. Doesn't come down. But I see there's some tape here. I'm gonna cut that off. What's going on here? What's this sticky shit? I don't know. I gotta get a razor knife, cut that up. But anyways, let's get that. I can't see because I was staring at the light. Now I'm blinded. You know what's funny is sometimes I get people to call me and they want an estimate on some painting, and then I'll go out, give them an estimate, and then they'll tell me like, nah, we decided to go with somebody else. This is what happened recently, or yesterday. I went and did an estimate for someone like a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. It's been a long time. And they called me and they said, nah, we decided, we're going to go with somebody else or whatever, right? And I go, okay, cool. If you have any problems or questions, feel free to reach out. And then, I don't hear nothing back. And then so yesterday, a friend of mine, he's also a contractor, he called me and he says, he goes, hey man, are you interested in painting some cabinets? A little small cabinet. I go, yeah, absolutely. So he sends me some photos and I look at the photos and I'm like, damn, these photos look hella familiar. So I'm like, hey man, do they live off of Cow Park Drive in the back in the cul-de-sac? And he goes, yeah, sure enough. And I go, man, I've already been to this job like 2 years ago. He goes, oh, he started laughing. So he's like, well, here's their information. Give them a call. But it's like, I already gave them a price, and they told me they're going to go with somebody else, and I guess they decided not to do it. So now I'm going to call them and say, hey, I'll give you another price. So it's funny, sometimes it goes full circle. You know what I mean? I guess when you do good work, people refer you, and then it comes back. So anyways. And also throw some texture on there and call it cherry pie. And believe me, it'll look good. Okay. Believe me, it'll look good. Let me tell you guys something too. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but let me tell you something. When you're painting, over there, you see all this is masked off. Okay, you see tape here. Tape, you don't use that as like as a barrier. You know what I mean? Just use it as a guide, but don't touch it. Tape is not. Don't paint over the tape, man, because what happens is it'll seep through underneath, and it'll get all over everything. So when you're painting, you should be able to just kind of guide right above it. Use it more of like a straight edge guide, but don't paint over the tape. Okay, I'm gonna show you right now what I'm talking about. I'll get you closer, but don't paint over the tape. Don't touch the tape, because people think that, oh, it's got tape. The tape is covering the other surface. Yeah, well, the problem is that when you put tape over things, it's got a rigid surface that you're taping over, and so those little small, micro holes that are underneath the tape will let paint seep through, and then it gets all over the place and it's hard to get off. Okay, let me show you. So surface is tape, you know, and some people come and just slap paint all over here and tape, you know, paint over the tape, but tape is not going to protect it. So you can use that as a straight edge, you know, and just paint right over the tape, like above it, not over it, above the tape. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, guys, so at this point, everything is cut in. I'm going to go get a roller, and I'm going to roll it out. Probably throw some texture over those spots, and that's what we're going to do. So let's see if I can pause this. I can't pause it, so I got to start over. Start a new one afterwards. Let me see. Matter of fact, I don't even know how to stop it. This color change. What's this? Glamour. Look at this. Uh-oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, anyways, there you go.